Hello.
We're live.
All live.
Hey, Papa Drew. Our viewers live. Drew.
Who's RVers live? Nice to have new
Hey,
people.
Papa Drew. Our volume. Live. Drew.
Who's
And who's that RC1 Hobbies?
I'm just spying on you.
You spying?
Spying.
Wow. You've been here the whole time?
Yep.
You just a lurker?
Always here.
Always lurking?
I'm watching. Always watching.
Wow.
I'm Roz, and I got a mole on my face.
Well, that just was funny. That
If you
just
know
went
where
off
it's
somewhere.
from, if you know that's where that's from,
I know where that's from.
I know. Not you. Hey, RVDJ.
Hey, RVDJ.
Hey, Sonia. We saw you had a visitor the other day.
Yeah.
On your
That's
trivia.
pretty cool.
I got one of them right. I just didn't type it.
I'm seeing if I'm showing up in here. Let me turn my volume off because, I don't want to do that. Yeah, look, it says we're live. Up in here. Let me turn my volume. Oh, look. And it still did that.
Woof, woof in the house.
Hey, RV dog.
I'm a weirdo and I'm in the house too. All right. Well, we've been doing a whole bunch of stuff.
It's actually been a pretty busy day.
Pretty busy all day and yesterday. So busy I forgot almost everything.
All right. So
I finished editing the video.
Finished editing? Yeah, you finished that. So we have a video for tonight.
That's right.
Yeah.
That premieres at 7. An actual camping video, not just a traveling video.
It's a camping.
We actually made it and show off the park a little.
Now there's the RV dog's
Roof. Yeah, I got a text from my old supervisor.
Ruff is RUFF.
It's roof.
You're saying
he's
roof.
funny. There's Sherry's Art on Wheels, Stream Elements.
Stream Elements is our bot.
Stream Element is a bot.
Yeah, it's
what
not
does a bot do?
A bot comes in here and will leave links, drop links. Happily Ever Hanks is here.
Whoa! How? What have we done to have your presence with us, Happily Ever Hanks?
Oh, look, RV dog went rough. Hey, Happily Ever Hangs, Carl and Renee.
My hair's down.
It was not earlier.
Shh, don't tell him. I don't have enough hair to do a Carl look. I have to wait another week or so, and I can get the Carl
look. Yeah, because I just cut your hair recently.
Yeah, I don't have enough hair to do that.
Yeah. Saltwater Born is here. Hey.
Yes, nice seeing you, Happily Ever Hanks.
Yeah, so you did the video yesterday. You finished that one. We got that uploaded last night. So that was...
I went and seen my son.
You went and saw your son.
I visited my son for several hours. What did I do before that? I did something before that. Yeah, we had a little issue. What was it, Friday night?
When was the propane?
Yeah, Friday night, we lost propane. And I went out.
Second time this has happened.
Troubleshooting it. Yeah, we had a problem months ago.
Yeah.
And we replaced the regulator. And the pigtails inside the cup link where you screw it to the tank has a nylon washer way back in there. And it was distorted. And it's all under warranty, no issue. But I didn't see what the issue was with the distorted washer. So I went and got another regulator, and Grand Design said they would warranty it. We put another regulator in there and used the old pigtail, and everything worked fine. Fast forward to Friday, we didn't have propane.
And then it wasn't working.
Well, this was months later.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Ladika.
I took
Ladita.
The pigtail.
Nice to see you.
I took the pigtail, or I went to the local RV shop down the street and told the guy about the issue, and he said, well, it could be your pigtail. And I said, really? Would it be that pigtail? I mean, it's sealed. It seemed like it screwed on fine and all that. It was hard to get off, whatever. And he said, yeah, if it senses any little thing, that regulator will shut off. So mind you, we're on our second regulator. So I bought a pigtail and put it on, and it worked. So it was just the pigtail cup link. There was a nylon washer in there, and
Yeah.
it was distorted, and evidently that was it. So
We'll
maybe
see.
our original regulator still works. I don't know.
We'll have to send these receipts to Grand Design because they've already said they would.
Yeah, they were reimbursed us.
Yeah.
So I went out and bought
have to
another
send it.
pigtail and installed it, and it seems okay. So anyway, life in the RV, right? We're always fixing something.
RV Dog says if you turn the LP valve too fast, it will shut off.
Right, I'm aware of that.
95%. Yeah.
I'm
the
aware
thing
of
is,
that.
we weren't even, we had used it.
It was on.
Yeah.
It was never. I never touched it. All we
never turned it
did
off.
was we disconnected water and electric,
Yeah.
and we rolled out and dumped our tanks and came back. That was it. We didn't touch
And
any
the propane never even switched over for the refrigerator.
Yeah, Sherry said the red light was on the refrigerator, so it never went over.
Yeah.
Um,
Just one of those things.
So-
Because, it happens when
so-
you're living in an RV.
I'm interested to see if our first regulator is okay, even though I did see some fumes coming out of it before I replaced it. So I don't know if it's good or not, but we have propane and it's working fine. And we've been on, I don't know how long with one tank. I don't know. We've been running on one tank for a
That
long
was kind of the
time.
joke because I was making green beans and I was frying my bacon first. And so I had put the bacon on the stove and he's like, wow, we still have propane.
Right.
And
That
I sat
propane
down
tank-
and I was doing something and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't smell the bacon and I haven't had to flip it or I haven't had to do anything. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think we have propane.
No propane. Right after I said that propane tank has lasted a long time. And they do.
But we still had propane, so really we did. So we did that, and then yesterday you went to see Justin.
Yeah, I went to see I went to the RV dealership and got another pigtail Saturday morning because all this happened late on Friday and they closed at 5. And I got it figured out. And then I put another pigtail on it. I went and bought another pigtail. And then I went to see my son and then came home after that. Finished editing the video for what's coming up at the top of the hour. And that was yesterday, and kind of relaxed a little bit after the video was done. I think my sister came and visited us
Yeah, we had a visit from your sister.
after we were hanging out in the camper relaxing. She was went with my other sister and a friend. They went with the top down convertible driving around New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
Yeah.
So she came back, and we're going to be camping next week. And if everything goes as planned, it may not.
Yeah, there's some hiccups.
Yeah. So my mom is looking like she's going to go in hospice care. She had a stroke. She was already bedridden and not really high functioning at all. And she'd been like that for years. So we know it's coming. So she had a stroke the other day, and they said she probably had 2 strokes and was not doing well. And so anyway, that might put a damper on next weekend for my sister. I don't know if she'll feel like doing any camping, but we're still scheduled to go camping next Thursday night after work till Sunday at Trimble Park in Mount Dora.
Yeah.
Never been there. It's a very small RV park, so we're looking forward to that.
So you while you were seeing Justin, I did some painting. We did the video, and I think that was pretty much it for yesterday. And then this morning we ended up shooting 2 videos. One video planned. One we had planned, and one was in the works for a while.
We did that last night. Yeah, we did the one video last night. That's right.
Before it got dark.
Yeah, before it got dark. So we shot. Yeah,
Stupid.
we shot some video footage of a video we're gonna air. Actually, it's already scheduled. I already finished it. Shows you how short it is. It's a 10-minute and 5-second video next Saturday, next Sunday, and I edited it up in a short time. We're not about quality here. We're just about quantity.
Yeah, we're not like those.
We're not
Hanks.
We're not like those Hanks that got it down, man. They know how to do it. We
could probably even do that we could probably do a midweek release on that one.
No, we're milking it. Trying to get caught up and ahead of schedule. Because, those Keys videos take a long time.
And then we needed to do something to our black tank.
Yeah, well, we bought a little hose tube thing with a little whirlybird on the end that you hook the water to, and it squirts water around in circles, and you're supposed to lower it down your toilet, down all the way into your black tank, and supposed to clean, all that whole tubage all the way down. So I said, I'm going to do that today. And Sherry goes, well, you want me to shoot video? And I went, why not? I guess.
Yeah. At first he's like, yeah. I'm like,
shoot it.
Let's shoot it.
So we did a toilet below the floor cleaning pipage. So we cleaned all that with this whirlybird thing that you stick down the toilet into the black tank, and went all the way down and hit the bottom and pulled it back up several times, trying to, rinse it pretty well, and bagged it up before it left the area.
But we got good visual.
We got pretty good.
We got pretty good video.
Sherry shot video of that, and
it worked pretty well.
It worked all right. Yeah, we learned something.
The spinning straw of poop cleaning. Goodness, yes.
Yeah, happily ever Hank. We know you're trying to be kind, but we don't have any editing. We don't have any quality editing experience, and we're old people and we don't know how to do it good. We're not doing the cinematic look, and we're not doing awesome transitions like you guys do. I think
we're doing pretty good.
And we're not doing those, quickly moving
what
from
it is,
Yellowstone to the Grand Tetons and Mount Rushmore or whatever.
Our happily ever Hanks, because they're out and about and they're traveling, it's a little bit different. If we were out traveling, it would be a little bit different. Every place we go to is local. We're only there for a weekend. So it is different. RVers
Live, yes. I have mentioned that in the video. It would be nice to have one of those little small cameras that you can lower down.
And I said I did not think that was a good idea.
I was like, yeah, it is. I want to see what's down there.
You see it once. You don't need to see it twice.
Well, just see if there's anything we need to do, any more work we need to do in there.
Put a GoPro on the end to see when it's like. Yes, you're not the troll. I know you're not the troll. Whatever. Happily ever Hanks. Yeah, wait till you see the video that we took to the one we did yesterday. That's going to be next weekend. I'm watching them, and it was funny. Yeah, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm talking to him, and he's holding the camera, and I'm talking to him. So we've got to work on that. Like right now, I'm talking to the screen, and you can tell I'm talking to the screen. But here, I'm talking to the actual camera. Right,
we should be talking to the camera.
And really, we need to be looking at the little green dot on the camera. But it's really hard to do that. So.
Yeah, we're so in love with the green dot. You're such a wonderful green dot. And you are so great for conversation, green dot.
It just feels weird. Does anybody else struggle with that? Hey, Johnny's Journey, and hey, Nell Court.
Hey there.
You don't need to see the corn nuts.
Okay, stop it.
So does anybody else struggle with that? Do you have a hard time? I'm looking at the people that are here. Johnny's Journey, Nell, Happily Ever Hanks, Sonia, anybody else here? We got oh shoot, my brain just went. RV Dog, Saltwater Born, Ladita. Anybody have problems actually looking at the camera and not looking at the screen?
Oh, another thing
I think it looks better, but of course I can't tell because I'm looking at the little green light right now, so I can't tell how I look, which might be a good thing.
You don't change if you don't move.
So can you tell that I'm looking at the light right now? That I'm looking at the camera?
So anyway, yes, of course you can tell. You can tell you're looking at the green dot when you're looking at the green dot.
That's a good idea, Nell Court. I'll get a big old picture and stick it up there. I print out a face and glue it to the top of the GoPro and talk to that. People think I'm odd, but I do not care. See, are you being serious?
What's wrong with that?
Or are you joking? Because I really think that would be a good idea.
So, you guys, are you listening? I'm watching you. I got my eye on you.
Gracie Seeking Adventures. Hello. Okay.
Yeah. During a live stream, we like to look at people interviewing us on the computer, but we learned to look at the lens every time. Very good.
Yeah.
I know we need to work on that.
Yeah, that's on our list of working on.
Another thing I did.
Yes, that was a little creepy when it got right up in there.
I know, I'm weird.
It was a little creepy.
I don't deny it. Another thing I did is I noticed my little windshield wiper water squirter thing wasn't working on my truck. It was spritzing on one side, and it wasn't blowing anything out of the other side. So I said, it's too hot to look at that the other day. It's hot, 90 degrees again. So I popped the hood early this morning and looked at it, and I found out that little thing is plastic that comes through the hood, and the hose hooks to that broke. So it was not getting to it. The water was squirting out the hose. So it was so brittle that I'm going to have to replace everything. I'm going to have to replace everything but the rubber hoses. All the little connections, because, there's a little T connector that goes to one, and it's a T because the water goes past it to go to the other sprayer. So I might as well get two sprayers and a little T connector and a little L connector, whatever, to go in the sprayer, because I don't have a windshield wiper sprayer thing.
Sprayer thing? Yeah. Yep. RVers Live. Normally, like when we're outside blogging, I always have my sunglasses on anyway. So I guess it does kind of solve that problem because you can't see where my eyes really are.
Yeah, and it looks like if the forecasters are going to be 20% right, like they always are here, 20% right, we're supposed to have a little cool front coming in. We're only going to have a high of 79. That is awesome. That's a 20-degree drop.
A high of 79 when?
Wednesday. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that means we won't get into the 80s. That's incredible. All right. We just released a blooper video, and it shows how hard it can be for us to talk to the camera.
You know what? We've never done a blooper. We've got bloopers collecting.
Yeah,
but we haven't done.
I'm trying to save it for some premium content so we can make some money doing this. We love doing it, but then again, we need some money to pay for all this stuff. We keep breaking stuff, and
stuff just keeps breaking.
We don't have a microphone. We got a rock band. Oh, rock band microphone. And we don't have a dead squirrel on our microphone.
Dead cat.
Dead cat.
We don't even know what they're called, but we don't have that fuzzy little thing. Mm-mm. We have a live furry cat. Yeah. But we did a lot of takes for the video that's going out next week. Because it just wasn't flowing right. I don't know.
Black Light. I don't know Black Light. It is Black Light.
Oh, yeah. I know who that is. He's an RVer. Or not an RVer. He's a YouTuber. He's a creator. I am not putting that up.
Yeah, come on.
I saw it. We would probably get a lot of people around us.
We might all be adults, but we aren't all that kind of adult.
What did you think I was going to do? Hit you?
I thought you were going to choke me.
Wow. No, you have a fuzzy or something on your hair. I got it.
Because this is a work shirt now, officially. I spilled chocolate on it, so it's officially a work shirt.
Aww.
Yeah, weeks to go through blooper footage. Of course, some of that stuff I don't even save because, it's work. For me, if I see the footage, I got to cut it, and then I got to put it in a different file, all that stuff.
Well, isn't it what you do now is you stick it in another file?
I'm sorry?
The bloopers right now?
Well, no, I'm actually started the bloopers video. I already started it. So I started clips. So I'm making just a bunch of clips in a timeline. So I'll have a timeline probably 2 hours long eventually, and then I'll cut it down because it's just there's too much to do. There's too much going on I mean, we literally don't really watch TV ever and do nothing. We always have something to go down. The only time I get to watch YouTube is when we're eating
Yep, that's
and
our,
when
like,
I'm waiting for my videos to render while I'm editing.
That's kind of
or
our
I'm-
dedicated time.
Or I'm moving files. Like this morning, I was taking a file
Hey, Kenneth.
off my phone, the video that I just launched, video recorded on our phone. I took it off the phone, put it on the computer, then moved it to the file, that kind of stuff. So, and that takes time to do. So while that's happening, I'll watch a YouTube video. So really don't have a lot of time to just watch videos. So all that to say, there's not a lot of time to make a side project.
Yeah. And I do. Nell said about Vermont Paint uses earbuds to listen to the chat because he's alone. I think Vermont also has it set up where it plays the chat for him so he can hear it. So he doesn't actually have to see it. It like verbally says it. It does audible type messages, which is really, really cool. When it's just me, I usually use my earbuds.
Yeah, I like my headphones. All right, we can post that video. I mean,
Dog
that comment.
swimming footage or a review on the smoker.
Smoker.
Why don't you break up the dog and do the smoker? Because we've done what two of the dog videos. Do the smoker, and then go back to the dog. That's one of the reasons why we're making some of these other ones to break up the keys. Because if not, it's going to be keys burnout. YouTube is a full-time job. How do you guys find time to get away from it to decompress?
When we're camping, it actually feels good.
Yeah.
I love shooting video. I love doing it all.
Yeah.
But
it is a full-time.
For me, like when we went to the Keys, it was a vacation. And it was exciting to shoot video because you know the end result, right? Like you could just think about this. I'm sure, Kyle, you were thinking about the video when you were underwater scuba diving, right?
How cool it was going to be.
How cool it's going to come out. Or when you're hiking in the Yellowstone or wherever you guys were at.
And you're just thinking, wow, that's going to be an awesome.
You're like, I could do a cool transition here. Let's work on a cool transition. So that's exciting and fun. And it all is exciting and fun. But sometimes it's like the things that people do now, like, I mean, Sherry's parents are retired and they watch a lot of TV and we don't watch TV. It's just like that's phase of life is totally gone.
It's totally gone. Yeah. Like this afternoon, you were editing and I was editing. We were both editing at the same time. So we spent a couple hours in here.
Yeah. And I'll get up and go outside and walk around. Like I had some trash to burn. So I just, between things, I just got up in the middle of it and just go over there and start a fire. And, you know, we're talking about 30 minutes, not a big campfire or anything, but just burn some trash off and just hang out by the fire and stick a stick in the fire. You know, that's entertainment, and watch things burn. And like I said, I did so many different things, didn't spend a lot of time on one thing for long duration. Worked on the truck and went over and did a fire and cleaned the toilet thing and cleaned the toilet tool and, you know, messed around with the garden hose. We got one of those bungee cord garden hoses that expand when you turn on the water pressure and then they retract when you turn off the water pressure. And we found out it didn't work with the little whirlybird thing. It didn't work good. For some reason, as it expanded, it lost the tension. As you open the valve, it didn't have the right amount of pressure to make it work. So, you know, we learned some stuff and we shot a video of that, and that's information we can pass on. Don't use one of those bungee cord
They're
hoses.
Great for other reasons.
Yeah.
Other times.
They're very compact.
Yeah.
Very nice. And they're easy to roll up. They don't kink and stuff. And they're soft to the touch. They're not cumbersome. You know, they're kind of like little slinkies, you know, they're kind of neat.
Yeah. So RVers Live is building a home office. That's pretty cool. That will be nice to edit. Yeah. You want to build us an office?
Yeah, if I had a house.
And, you know, Happily Ever Hank said sometimes we just want to hike and enjoy the views without whipping out a camera. But I guess that's life now.
Yep.
But it isn't. You don't always have to video every aspect of your life.
No.
You know, let's say you go out and you hike something twice. You maybe you're just going to leave the camera at home one of those times and just go out and live life, because, you know, life is short and we're only here once. At least most people believe that.
When we were in the Keys, sorry, baby. When we were in the Keys and we took the boat out to Sombrero Reef, it was beautiful. I mean, I was mesmerized by the beauty of the reef. The water was so clear. And the boats out there, everybody's enjoying nature. And this huge tower that's, I don't know, 115, 130 feet tall. That's a marker for the reef. It was beautiful. So I enjoyed that about going to the Keys.
But we've gotten to the point now where we will put the camera away sometimes, and we'll do things.
Yeah, it's not enveloping our lives.
Yeah. And that was one of the fears I had when we first started. And I think I even said it to you. I don't want it to be to where we forget that we're here having fun and living life and having experiences and having this camera always on us.
No.
And so we've been pretty good, I think, about,
Yeah, I enjoy every trip, I enjoy every camping trip, and it is exciting to me and relaxing and fun to experience all these things. That we were bummed when we went to Jonathan Dickinson State Park, because the lighthouse was closed.
Yeah,
that was a bummer. I really want to go in that lighthouse because it's so close to the beach.
So Papa Drew, so this is when Robert gets in the zone. He's in there. That was last night, just editing away. That's the zone. He was in the zone.
Well, I think I've mentioned this before. I would love to make higher quality cinematic videos, but it would take even more time, I think, than to make videos where I'm more descriptive about our trip in detail. I'm more into being all there than being to the next place, like we're all here.
Jemison.
We're in the Keys, and we're going to tell you all about the Keys, as much detail as we can. And that would be boring to some of the people with, attention disorder, attention deficit disorder. They're like, move on, please.
You just fast
we
forward.
See enough Keys.
So I did start adding timestamps. So the contents where you can divvy up the thing. I watched the video this morning and divided it up. So if there's a certain part that maybe you don't want to watch, it gives you the number that you can skip to and go to the next one. And I think that'll help those people. So now I don't feel so bad about dragging them out. We're going to keep making videos the way we like to make them.
When I was in the Keys with that drone flying over the old A1A, I'm not A1A, the old overseas highway, that was exciting for me because I just know how cool it's going to look on the screen. I'm flying the drone. I'm this far from touching the road.
I can't wait to see that video.
Flying down the road, and the road that hasn't been driven on for many, 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 many years.
A view that,
since 72.
It's a view that nobody sees.
And did you know that bridge was in several movies, right? I think it was in a Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I forget the movie. But it was with I forget. But anyway, it's an exciting thing to see footage and to know it's going to be great when you film it. When you're filming, when you come back and edit it, it's going to come out really well. And it did, because if you look at the is that AKA Kenneth Ho's happy birthday?
It is his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
You don't want us to sing. Well, he can sing, but I'm not singing.
No.
But happy birthday.
I like how Traveling Robert does it.
Can you do it? Can you imitate him?
Happy birthday, dear Kenneth. Happy birthday to you. Like that.
That wasn't bad.
So that's how he does it. He kind of cuts it short so you don't have to sing the whole repetitive thing. So it gets to the end quicker.
That was cute.
So I forgot where I was going with that, but I talk enough.
I hope they reward people soon for using timestamps in their videos. That's the least they can do since they're yanking all our subscribers.
Yeah, taking our subscribers. In the first 6 months, we got a 1,200 subscribers. In the we got 1,000 subscribers. And in the last 2 months, we've gotten 200 minus 40 and add a few. And we're just like sticking around 1,200 to 1,300.
I think altogether, we've lost about 60. with the up and downs. It's the craziest, stupidest thing ever. And then even my little itty bitty baby channel, I went up 6 yesterday, and I know all these people, so they're not spammers. They're not. I know these people. Went up 6, lost 6. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yep, we're doing thumbnails.
Yeah.
You talk too much on the live streams. You need to give the computer to Carl soon.
Yeah. Carl came up in a video I was doing. That'll be next weekend, I think.
The Carl?
Will it be?
Yeah, it'll be next weekend. That's the one you said you already uploaded.
It's already there waiting.
We got to. Oh, I got to make sure I tag them.
I already did.
Oh.
And this video this week, I tagged a lot. I put a bunch of hashtags on it, and next weekend is hashtag with the appropriate people. There could be more, but there's enough, minimal.
And no, they're not getting sick of you. It is a YouTube thing. They're not getting sick of you.
Okay, I got to read this. We also noticed we gain subs and then lose some right away. It's more than usual, but people are probably also getting sick of us.
They're not getting sick of you. It's YouTube.
If you Google it or look it up on YouTube, what's going on, there's several explanations, and it's probably some of all of it with false accounts or accounts that are getting terminated because of bad behavior. People that are subbing only to get a sub.
Yep.
And then they don't really watch your content. They just click your sub, say, hey, we'll sub you if you sub us. And they only watch your content for a minute and then they leave.
Or they don't watch it at all.
So they're really not watching you.
Yeah.
So that's part of it. So I understand it. So I guess that would mean your subscribers that you do have are high quality.
Yeah.
They're like top of the line.
And I'd rather, I don't care about the numbers as much anymore.
Well, yeah.
It's annoying to me. I would rather have people watching our stuff than having this number that goes up, because whether we have 1,000 people or 10,000 people, as long as we have people watching our stuff and we're getting the numbers, to me, that's what's important. So we could have 10,000 people, but we could only have 500 that truly watch our stuff. And I wouldn't like that.
Right. But for those,
let's have 1,000 and they all are into us. I'm sorry.
For those that are under 1,000, it's a big deal.
It is. And it's frustrating. And I totally get it. And I don't know. It's frustrating. My one channel is less than 1,000. It's not even 100.
Okay. How do you respond to messages on Facebook or Instagram that say, hey, I just subbed to your channel. Will you sub to mine? I don't answer that.
I can tell you, I usually will reply to them and say, I'll go check you out.
Right. I do not.
I will go check you out.
I don't sub people unless I'm interested in their content. And that's just the truth, because they're going to cut you off anyway if I'm not watching you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, so, April.
I will go check them out, and then from there make my decision about whether or not I want to. And I've also, with this recent kind of purging that what has been going on, I've went in there and looked at people that I am subscribed to, and went in there and checked to see, these people that I see commenting on my videos, are they watching my videos? And I cleared a little dead weight myself. And maybe that's what everybody else is doing too. Maybe that's why we're still having the continual slow trickle of people off, because maybe people are cleaning up their subscription list.
And Aaron, I agree. My plan is a 3-year plan. Yeah. I plan to not be making any money seriously till 3 years out.
We got a couple years.
So it's going to be a while. So I'm not in it for the short run.
We're not going anywhere. We're not going to change what we're doing. We're going to keep doing it.
I enjoy it. I love doing it. I love shooting video of cool stuff and sharing. I've always done that with, I've been one of those, and you can see in the way I edit, I'm more of a home movie kind of guy. It's not the popular type style, but I'm more into, macro, not the big scene. Yeah. So I've always been in to see how close I can get my camera to something without it blurring, and you can show the intricate detail, which is going to be coming. Remember we talked about the butterfly thing in Key West? They have a big old terrarium thing in Key West. They have
KNR
place where they have butterflies. What is that place called? where they keep the butterflies.
Observatory.
Okay. And I got this super close up of the butterfly sticking that little thing out and getting the pollen or nectar or whatever off of the flower. I mean, super close detail. That's the kind of video I like to shoot, you know. Really crazy. So
I was opening up the blind for the cat because you know the cat is important. Happily ever hangs. Ha ha, Oscar. April said she's just here for Oscar.
okay. I'm trying to read
Hey,
these
sis.
all these comments, but I can't. You should be monetized.
Let me click.
You should be monetized if you have 200,000 views in 1 year. That'll never happen. And 4,000 watch time
We'll have
hours.
200,000 views in a year.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's only another 50,000 views. Babe.
Okay, you got to show me that. Hook people and you get hours of views. Yeah. What it'll all come. Just keep making videos, and they're not bad videos. I
agree with you.
I've watched, and again, I'm not.
I think that's a great way to do it.
I'm not criticizing other channels, but I've seen channels that were, in my opinion, boring, and they are monetized and making, you know, just getting thousands of views, but they're 3 years old, you know, so it will come. I have a hobby channel that I do nothing to, and I have 300 plus or 400 plus subscribers.
Aaron, that's a good way to respond. Yeah, I usually just respond back to them and say, you know, hey, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. I'll go take a look, and usually they don't come back and say, did you subscribe?
No, they don't. They don't have time. They're on to the next one to try to get.
Oscar needs a channel. I actually thought about that. You know, there's animal channels that do really, really well.
You should do it. Go ahead. Whatever it takes to make that money.
Whatever.
Got to make that money.
Whatever. Yeah, that's how I agree with you. I think that YouTube should pull away from subscriber counts and lean it more towards watch hours and views.
But we don't have either.
Yes, we do. We're not doing bad.
Well, I look at our views per video, and they're not very good. Most of them are under 100 per video. Only a few.
But you have to look at the overall. So the more videos you post, the more views you have.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. So we've got close to, I think we're approaching 125 uploads.
All right, here. Sorry, I have missed it. How many hours do you guys have? I don't know. We're probably halfway, closer to halfway.
Oh, we're over halfway now. We're at about 2,100.
Yeah. And, you know, we're learning more stuff about hashtag and stuff and all that.
Yeah, we've got 100. We're at 120 uploads right now. Kenneth, I think actually YouTube is having an issue. Yesterday, a bunch of people in live streams were having problems with moderating people. And they were clicking it, and they actually even showed it like on their phone where it showed that they were a moderator, and then it was never turning a blue. So I think it's a YouTube issue. Would you be upset if Oscar got monetized?
The problem with Oscar is he does nothing.
I could put a camera. He can go.
He doesn't do anything.
He could go live. How many? Let's see. How many views do we have on the Keys videos? Well, we just posted the first real video.
It's not exciting enough. It's just driving in a truck.
Let's see. I'll look.
It's just driving in a truck. Are we there yet?
95 views for the one that we posted last week.
Yeah, that when I did the catch, clean, and cook, that video of underwater catching the lobsters was exciting to me because I knew the video was going to come out really good. So I'm going to be I actually started a video on how to find and catch lobsters. So that's going to be a side video that I don't know when it'll get done.
I don't see the catch, clean, cook one, but I do see the cooking one when we just did the cooking one of the lobster and the steak. And that one was a month ago, 124 views.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't see. on
Yeah,
my phone.
another
it's not
video-
always easy to find.
Another video I'm going to make is just one on Bahia Honda State Park. It's not going to be really an RVing video. It's going to be about the park, you know, all the campsites, all the beaches, and the amenities there, the bridge,
Hey, weekend RVing.
all that stuff. So it's going to be more detailed. It'll be not catered to our channel necessarily.
Yeah.
Hello, weekend RVing.
You look for artsy reasons. The cat is just a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
You free dive when you caught the lobsters.
Yes, because it's only like 12, 15 feet. You know,
Yep.
That's, and you can see the bottom. That helps.
Yeah, water's that clear.
And it's not always like that. It's
Usually.
not always like that. The first day we were there, I couldn't see 6 foot down.
But then once you got down too, the
You can
visibility
see
was
once
better.
you go down.
Yeah, the visibility was better under, way down.
But it's not beneficial unless you can see the bottom, because unless you're using a GPS locator, you don't know where the spots are where they'd be hiding, because you need to find a rock, a lobster coral head, some kind of hole in the ground, in the bottom of the water, to find a lobster height where a lobster hides. So if you can't see the bottom, unless you got GPS, you're not going to know they're there. Which is what my brother uses all the time, because he's got a boat and I don't. So
Oscar does have a logo. Just saying. Someone please do a video on different types of cakes and the frosting used. You and your cake. We have no cake. We're out of cake. We ate that carrot cake so fast it was not even
2
funny.
bites.
Done. 2 days.
I wish I would have brought my scuba diving gear to the reef, because it was that beautiful, and it was 20 plus feet deep. So that would have been great.
Amazing. And there were a couple people out there with scuba.
Yeah, there were people scuba diving out there. That
Yeah.
would have been great. And I just got everything ready for the Keys. You know, I just had a regulator. My BC inflator was malfunctioning, and actually it was my deflator which was malfunctioning. It stuck open, and I had my dive computer repaired. The battery was dead. So I was all ready for, and I had my scuba tanks hydrostatic tests done and repressurized, all that.
You were all ready.
I was ready, and I never used it. So in the Keys,
You took it out on the boat.
well, what happened was, no, I didn't. What happened was my
Somebody
brother-in-law has a hookah. So we used the hookah when we could, and most of the time it's easier just to free dive and get them than to get all that gear out and have hoses and pulling on hoses and stuff, because it's a lot of work to go catch lobsters.
I'm intrigued by magnet fishing now. I would absolutely think it would be fun to try.
I would enjoy magnet fishing.
Yeah. In fact, this morning watching them do it on another live, I said, I think Robert would actually like to do that. So we might have to look into how much a magnet costs, and I think that would be pretty cool.
When we watched that video again on all of our devices, we were surrounded by so many steak and lobster platters. By the end, it was making us so hungry.
I feel like that's all we ever do is eat.
Hey, I like to eat. Is that such a crime?
Is that such a crime? Anybody know where that movie came
Anybody
from?
know where that quote come from? What movie?
I think we said that last video. Or last live.
What movie did that quote come from? I like to eat. Is that such a crime? Yeah, I don't think...
Your underwater 35 millimeter camera? I don't know.
I don't think Happily Ever Hanks will get that. Will Kyle get that? He's too young.
Drew would probably get that quote, I bet.
Yeah, he should.
Because, he's our
Well, do you like rock and roll, Papa Drew?
Yeah.
You got to like rock and roll. If you're not into rock and roll, you probably wouldn't like that movie.
Yeah, we might tick off an alligator if we're not careful. I know. I was watching him this morning, and her talking about it. I was like, okay, what's he pulling up next? He just kept getting fishing hooks.
Yeah, I was watching what was it? Fanatic.
Pneumatic.
He
fanatic.
pulled up a trailer hitch. You know, the bumper re-slide in thing. He pulled up one of those. I'm like, wow.
So, RVers Live loves hard rock.
All right, so you probably didn't watch that movie then. I can quote more from it.
What's another quote from it?
Stick it to the man.
So y'all can Google that too.
Yeah.
It would definitely is a Googleable
Stick it to the man.
Phrase.
Stick it to the man. Neosis. Stick it to the man. Neosis.
I like to eat. Is that such a crime? What was
No,
the
that's
other one about girls
About
and
girls.
being sexy or
Oh,
when he was talking to
because
the
I'm
kid.
chubby and sexy.
Chubby and sexy.
And when I play my guitar, people worship me because I'm chubby and sexy.
That's the whole quote. That's what I was looking for.
Well, look at Aretha. She's a big lady.
Yeah.
But when Aretha sings, people lose their
stop.
minds or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yep.
I don't know that quote. No, not the Blues Brothers. Nelcourt. Nope. It's newer than that, but it's not new.
Hi, Minister of Music.
I think it's 20 years old, that movie. Early 2000s.
No. not bad guess.
There you go. That's
Yep.
it. School of Rock.
School of Rock. I got
Yep.
grab me my blankie.
Yeah. Remember the premise? The guy who was in a rock band, but he was not very good, became a substitute teacher. And he came into the classroom to teach the kids, and he's like, you guys just have recess.
Yeah, and then he made them all band.
And they were complaining because they weren't learning because they were that kids so used
they
to
were like
learning.
gifted kids in a private school.
Yeah. And he's like, look, I got a hangover. Anybody know what that means? And the kid goes, yeah, you're drunk. He goes, no, it means I was drunk yesterday. So funny. Oh man.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
We don't even watch movies hardly anymore.
We just watched Drumline. What was
we
it,
did
last
watch
weekend?
Drumline, yeah.
Drumline. Because I'm a drummer. I like drums.
Here's April. She said, Catch, Clean, and Cook has 77 views.
Yay.
Yay. Hey, Sue.
Yeah, we got a premiere coming up at 7:00 if you want to be bored to death. I mean, watch a really fun video from the Florida Keys. We actually take some video from around the island. It's not just a travel video. I actually review the travel, but it's really compressed into like 2 minutes. And there's some bonus footage in the beginning that I forgot to put in the first video. So there's a little extra bonus footage. And there's some stuff that Sherry said that I would never want to put on a video that I actually put in this video just to show that she's not the sweetest girl ever. She has a side to her.
And see, and I went through that video so quick this morning to put the timeline in there. I must have missed that part.
Yeah, so we got edited video that made the cut for this video coming up tonight.
Ooh, was that really bad?
No, but I said something
Was
to
it
you.
sassy?
I said something to you.
And I was sassy back?
No, it wasn't directed to me.
Oh.
It was not.
I
Look,
we
we got a new subscriber.
Now. That's probably
Nope.
my art one.
Oh, that's nice. Lucky Dog Productions. Hello. Nell says the husband knew it.
Hubby
I
knew
did
it.
not. Yeah, well, it's kind of a guy movie. School of Rock. It's my favorite movie. It really is. I mean, Drumline's real close to that. School of Rock is probably my favorite because Jack Black is me. I'm Jack Black. We're the same.
Yep, it's at 7:00.
Yes, it's coming up right at 7:00. And it's
Does Sherry need to bleep button? No.
no, it's not like that. No. you know how you make comments in your mind and you don't say
And
them?
usually they don't come out of my mouth.
Right,
I'm
you
usually
make a comment in your
really
mind.
good about not saying them.
And she said it, and I had to go, stop. I'm cutting that out.
I know exactly what you're talking
I
about
said,
now.
stop. I'm editing that out. And I did in the original film, but this one I said, I'm going to let it slide.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. No, but, and then there was some other footage that I forgot to put in because I'm getting better at organizing my video footage. And sometimes I can't find things. And I found it and went, wow, that should have went in last week's video. Let's see. Drumline is a good one. That song they play from Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah, we play in high school all the time. Yes, it is. Matter of fact, I went back and watched a bunch of YouTube videos on Earth, Wind, and Fire, and those guys are killer. They are great. I want to buy some CDs. You know what those are? CDs? I want to buy some CDs from on Earth, Wind, and Fire. But yeah, I went. One of the bands that was in Drumline was Bethune-Cookman College here in Daytona Beach, local to us. It's like 45 minutes up the road. And from that movie, I drove to that school and watched the football game. I could care less about the football. I just was there for the band. And they were phenomenal. They literally lined up. They were from 5-yard line to the other 5-yard line. And they were 6 deep. And they had 20 plus tubas. Just the tubas. 20 plus to 30 tubas and bass drums. Phenomenal. And they were the loudest thing I've ever heard in a band. I'd never heard a band so loud.
Yeah. Hey, consider the wonders. And it looks like RV Kids TV is here. Hey, no worries about being late. You're here. That's what counts.
We got a premiere at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, so another 10 minutes or so.
So if you're into that kind of thing, Kyle, I almost called you Carl. Go to one of those.
He will forever be Carl now.
Go to one of those Southern style marching band colleges. You know, Bethune-Cookman, Florida A&M, those kinds of North Carolina A&U. I think they have one A&T or something like that. Yeah. It's a phenomenal show. And after the halftime show and they're marching back, they do just like the high schools. They play that cadence till everybody gets back in the stands, and it's just entertaining. And then they do their little thing in the stands, you know, playing all kind of cool stuff in the stands.
Now, what's an ATC? I'm sure I know what it is, but I don't know what it is.
Thank you, Nell.
Awesome.
Yeah, I already finished the video for next Sunday. I did it in about, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours. I edited the video. So it's done. Next week's done. And we have a I won't say a cameo, but a cameo, what do you call a mention, an honorable mention in a video. Make him listen to that stuff all the time. He is aware he needs to go. Yeah. It's pretty entertaining because they literally get down out in the field. I mean, it's not like, you know, military style. It's Southern style, man. Cool. They're jigabooing all over the ground. You know, doing the jitter stuff and bouncing on the ground and doing all that stuff. I don't know what you call it now.
You got a little blushing going on there.
It's certainly not jitterbug.
No, it's like,
yeah.
I don't know I don't know how you would describe it. I think that would be probably really cool if you are a full-time RVer and you're traveling around during football season, to go to, like, maybe not right now because I know a lot of them probably aren't letting people in, but to go to a football game from a local college or even a high school. I think that would be a really cool.
The smaller colleges are going to be easier to get in.
I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah, I've been there several times and I took video. One of the cool things, I got there real early and the band was practicing outside of the stadium. So I was able to walk over there and they were so cool. The guy, one of the trumpet players or something, when I was videotaping, I was way off the side. I'm not trying to get in anybody's way. And the guy goes, come over here, you get a better view. He brought me dead center of the drum line and even introduced me to the band director. I mean, they were so cool. It was great.
So now, yeah, I did a 12 by 12 canvas yesterday that I already posted the video, and I did a little tiny canvas. And then I was thinking today I'm actually going to get coasters. I think I'm going to start doing some coasters.
Your oldest is in the color guard. Whoa.
Wow.
Mad respects there. That's real impressive.
I did flags 1 year. I was not good at that. I hit myself so many times. I was covered with bruises.
I knew I was going to play the drums before I ever played the drums because I played on everything, you know, pillows
And he still does.
and stuff. And I was really a shy person in middle school. And that was the only time I stood up to a teacher is when my band teacher said, you're going to play the trumpet. And I said, nope, playing the drums. Nope, we need you to play trumpet. I said, nope, playing the drums. So I played drums, symphonic band through middle school and high school. I didn't play all 4 years in high school.
Yeah.
I played the first couple years in high school, and I loved it. So I played bass, tom drums, and then snare drum, cymbals, and bass drums. So I got to play a bunch of different drums.
Yeah.
And cymbals.
Let's see. In middle school, elementary, middle school, I played flute, piccolo, and I played oboe in high school. And then I switched because I didn't want to play. I couldn't play in March. I just had a problem with that. So I switched to flags, and I did that for 1 year. And then I thought, I think I'll just party instead.
Yeah, I did that.
I kind of partied through the last couple years of high school.
I did the same thing. When I became a junior, I really partied. And then probably when I hit my senior year, I realized I needed an education.
Yeah.
So I was a little late. But I was in rock bands and then I started to get into church band. So I played in church, and I actually picked up the guitar and played some acoustic guitar for a while.
That is cool. Trumpet player. We're big into jazz, so we love like the saxophone, the brass.
I love all instruments, really. I mean, I like them all. I love the
and
symphonic
we love all
bands.
music.
I love symphonic band. I love the orchestras. I love it all. It's really great to see people play instruments and make music.
Yeah. That's very true. That is very, very true.
I had a friend that I grew up with in high school who actually was a skateboard guy, and he actually skateboarded. He was skateboarding for Disney. He literally, the parades, they go through the main street. He would be a skateboard guy with all those, bright colors doing skateboard tricks.
That'd be cool.
I can do it too. I can still skateboard.
I don't think I want you skateboarding.
I think I threw away my latest skateboard because it just started getting bad. But I have my old school half pipe board. Still got it.
And we all know that he can still skimboard because we saw that a couple videos ago.
That was not a good example.
In a mud puddle.
That was not a good example of my skimboarding skills.
Go back to what video was that?
It took me.
Yeah. So you can see Robert.
It's hard to skimboard in a mud puddle when you don't know what's under the mud because it's holes and ruts.
You can see.
Not the best.
And then, that's also in the intro to, well, you're not skimboarding, but that mud puddle is in our intro.
Mm-hmm. That kid doing a belly flop.
Belly flop.
Yeah.
April was there. Oh, April also said, and ski board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've done skimboard. Knee boards. I've done wakeboards, surfboards, skateboards, snowboards.
That was awesome.
I still have my snowboard.
Skimboarding in a mud puddle.
Yeah, I used to skimboard at the beach. But now my knees are so shot, I really can't run anymore. I'll blow out my knee. I mean, I don't have pain, but I know they're loose, really loose, and I would hurt myself. So I have to take it easy now. I'm old. I'm old.
So has anybody posted the link to our video that's getting ready to premiere?
Skimboard.
Let me see if I can do that.
Yeah, premiere's coming up here in a couple minutes.
Let's see.
The countdown clock starts soon. Yeah, we did get a site in the Florida Keys, but it's not with anybody else's going. Is a bummer.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, our family's going to be there before we get there, and we might be like mooching off some people. Maybe
We might be saying
we
with
might
somebody,
mooch off
maybe.
April. Maybe, who knows? We'll see what happens.
Let's see here.
We could always get a hotel room.
We could.
Yeah,
We absolutely could do that.
so next Sunday we'll have another video up. It's already posted to premiere next Sunday at 7. So that feels good to be ahead like that. So I'll still be working on more. Gotta love the countdown music. I know.
wish we could change your countdown music. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, skimboarding is not easy. It is not easy.
I bet you they could do it.
Sure, you could do it. I
young.
didn't say you couldn't. I just said it's not easy.
It's not as easy as what you think it is.
There's different types of skimboarding. People skimboard down the bank of the shore when the wave comes up and then starts to recede. They jump on the skimboard, go straight into the wave, and bang the
cool
lip.
looking.
That's a different kind of skimboarding. I used to just skimboard parallel to the coast and get the thinnest layer of water to drop the skimboard on, and it would just,
Slide right along
skim right across the top of the water. That's the fun, because then you could flip the board around and jump up and down. So anyway, it's time to go to the premiere. So hopefully you guys enjoy the premiere. We'll be watching with you and commenting. So thank you for watching.
Thanks again, everybody, for always coming in here
We appreciate it.
and chit-chatting with us. We love you all, and we're so happy and so blessed to have you all with us.
Yeah, thanks. So we'll see you on Thursday. You'll see him on Tuesday.
You'll see me on Tuesday at lunchtime, because actually, if you look the thumbnails up, we're going to have some fun. So we will see you over in that premiere.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.